Hello from the world headquarters for the Hangin' with Herky Empire.
We are home.
That's
been few and far between.
So the last time you guys seen us, we did an update from...
We were on the balcony of a ship.
Mm-hmm. So we were down in Fort Lauderdale. We made it home. No video last Sunday because we were still trying to hightail it back here and didn't have everything uploaded yet. So apologize for that, but hey, we got the video out and you've seen that this Sunday.
And next Sunday will be part 2 because we were there a whole week.
Right.
So we just continued.
So the video you seen last was from Denali National Park, and the video coming out this Sunday is going to be part 2 of that. It'll be a little bit shorter than normal, but I couldn't squeeze everything in one video, so that's why we got 2 videos.
So would you say that right after we left, everything started changing? I think they even had some snow showers.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah.
After we left.
We really were catching the end of the good weather there.
Right, because the fireweed was where they had told us it would be when it started turning.
The legend is once the fireweed blooms from the bottom and moves its way up to the top, and the legend is that when it gets to the top, the snow's coming, and it was almost to the top, and
yeah,
sure enough, we heard, oh. All right, we had to take a break there. I don't know what's going on here. Our daughter's dog is here too. So one dog hears something in the yard, and
all three start going crazy. You said our daughter's dog. Our daughter's dogs are here.
She has 2 dogs.
Right. So there's 7 people in this house and 3 dogs.
It's a little crazy right now.
So anyway, back to Denali.
Back to Denali.
So was it this week or is it this coming week that you had the train sequence in there?
So yeah, let's back up and get our thoughts back together again. So this week we get to Denali. The last video that you just seen, we get to Denali. Some people ask us about the campsites there. And the way the campsites work there is, so
you make your reservation.
Make your reservation. We had made that at least 6 months in advance.
Oh, okay.
And so then what you do is you reserve an A, a B, or a C. I believe they have a C, and it's based mainly on the length of your camper that you need. So none of them have hookups. It's all just off-grid camping.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had reserved an A, I think is what we reserved, and the price varies between the lengths, but not a whole lot, to be honest with you.
No, we had a gorgeous site.
So when you get there, you check in. You don't check into a campsite. You don't reserve a campsite. We reserved a Class A. So what happens then is you get checked in, and then you just drive around until you find one that's an A that's open. And you pull in there, and that's what we did.
Then you go up front. Did we have to go back and
tell
them?
No, we just put a tag on the pole, and they know how many A's they got open, how many B's they got open, how many C's. And so it's kind of like a little village there. The campgrounds have paths between them, so it's pretty nice.
It is very nice.
The showers are coin operated.
Yes, and I thought they were clean. Did you?
Oh yeah, it was nice.
Now, one thing that we found, the laundry room, everything was out of order except for one washer, one dryer, and the dryer was extremely loud. So we went down into, what was the name of that little town? I forget.
Yeah, there's a little town near there.
Yeah, so we just went down there and we did our laundry because, they have a lot of machines. We just
put it all in.
They
have a gas station called the 3 Bears.
Yeah, and those are nice.
They're really nice. So they have laundry, showers, usually some kind of food, some like restaurants or something like that.
Yeah, they have gas. They have little.
So you can
places to
hit
eat,
that.
and then a grocery store.
So the laundry room at the national park was just terrible. They had that thing a mess. So we didn't use that, but we did use this coin operated showers. But the showers at 3 Bears are the same thing. So if you don't stay in the national park,
right? You boondock.
A lot of people are boondocking on the river and stuff like that. There's plenty of places to go and get a shower and do your laundry and that.
All over the state, not just by Denali, but all over the state. I mean, they've got it going on. And Canada, I mean, you have to give a shout out to them too, because like they just have what we would call a rest area, but it's just a wide area and on the side of the road, and they have porta potties, they have trash cans, and you can stay there for free.
So you don't need a campground if you want it. Now, I'm glad we did because it was a neat little feel, had the little store there, and with the senior citizen pass, it wasn't very expensive. It's half price. So
which when you made the reservation, we didn't have it when we checked in. They reimbursed us, so that was really cool. Yeah.
So from there, you can get all the transportation. There's a bus depot there, and you can take the buses out and go hikes and things like that. Some people just do on and off. Some people like us, we chose to do one really nice tour, and it was pricey, but we could go.
Well, we got a rebate back from that too because part of it was closed, so they did.
But we can go. You can go back in the back country there and have a guide and things.
And we had the best guide.
That was great.
Don't you think? Yeah, it was really good. And then we also had we joined in a group. We weren't really a part of it. Where
That's in this coming video, so you might not want to give that away.
Never mind, I'll tell you next
She doesn't know how I split the two videos in half.
I should watch it, I suppose.
So yeah, you can go from there, and you can go to the visitor center, see the movie. They got food there and everything.
And in this little town-like area, I'm not even sure if it's a town, but anyway, the cruise lines have their big resorts there. They're gorgeous. We can go in them.
So yeah, if you buy a land package for a cruise, Princess and all of them have their hotels there.
Right, and then in this little area, they have shops and gas stations, kind of grocery stores, but not really. That's why we went down to the Three Bears, and they had this amazing pizza place.
Yeah, it's called the Prospector or something.
Something like that. So if you are in the area, go eat there. Really good food.
It was fun. We and the whole train thing. Of course, I'm into trains. They have a train station there, so a couple times a day, the cruise lines send a train there. Or it's part of the Alaskan Railway. It's not.
And it's beautiful. It's yellow and blue. I mean, you can't miss it.
Yeah, you've seen it in the video.
Yeah, it's really cool. And
I spent a couple times chasing
You have no idea what Ed went through to get you that shot. I thought he was going to have a heart attack.
You just see those videos, and sometimes you don't realize. So
we drove like a maniac for one thing
to get ahead of it,
right?
And then we get there, and I know where the bend in the road is going to be where that comes in. But to get to that, so I have to park, and I have to basically run down the hiking trail for a pretty
down
good
a
ways.
hill.
Oh yeah. So I get down there, I get everything. I'm running and setting up the tripod at the same time. I get there, I get the camera all set up, and I'm waiting on the train to come, and some guy randomly comes, and he just stands in front of the camera.
You would not believe how many times that happens.
So I was a little bit bold and I just told him, hey buddy, I just ran down this trail to get this shot, and yeah, you're kind of standing in front of my camera right now. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. So luckily he wasn't one of those guys that was all worked up because I called him out. But so he moves back, and he sets up his tripod next to mine, and we took some pictures. So you've seen there the whitewater rafting that's going on the river, and then the train comes by. So man, it's beautiful. So from there on up, that train would go to Fairbanks, and it goes into the backcountry of Alaska, where there's people back there that rely on that train, believe it or not.
Yeah.
The train comes by their place once a week. They make stops along the track, and that's how they get into town and get their groceries and everything, because sometimes
they get their mail delivered and supplies.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't really have to go into town because that train will bring it to you.
There's nothing out there, so.
That's the same. Is it the same train that we saw down in Girdwood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of those cruise ships are coming from either Seward or Seward.
Whittier.
Seward or Whittier.
Right.
Is where those are coming from, and they just come on up the track there. It's quite a ways, but anyway, that's the story on the train. Let's see, what else did you see? The bears. We've seen bear. We've seen lynx. We've seen moose. And
the grizzly was amazing.
The grizzly bear was great. So
yeah. Well, and you forgot to put this picture right here in. So we were in the front seat of the bus, and this guy had this camera thing, and then we had the screen right in front of us. I took some pictures of him out there, but you could really see him, and so Ed will put those up.
Yeah, it was really good. So unfortunately, there was an avalanche that closed off the majority of the park.
And it's going to be there for a while. So
yeah,
if you want to see that part of Denali, you got to wait till like 2026.
Yeah, they explained to us that it's more than just cleaning the avalanche out. Apparently, the whole side of the mountain is caving off, even where the road bed. Right. So they could build a road bed, and within just a few weeks, it'd slide back off again. So
they've just got to.
They're trying to figure out how engineering wise they can settle this, but
yeah,
really good. I highly recommend Denali. You're going to see part 2 coming up this week.
We spent a full week there. We probably could have done it with 4 days.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But it was just nice because, we had been going boom, boom, boom. And so it was just nice to go, just relax. We had our room set up. We had heat in there. Mm-hmm. It was really nice. And there was times that we just kind of putzed around of the morning or in the evening and just...
Yeah, we didn't have to really push.
Yeah, it was nice. And, you've been busy this week. You put our Alaska into a playlist already.
Right. So if you go on our channel, go to playlists, there's says Key West to the Arctic Circle, Alaska. Mm-hmm. Right now, I've got about 19 or 20 videos in there, something like that.
You've been busy.
I've been very busy. So you can go in there, and I have them somewhat in order there. So if you click on the first one, it'll play off just in the order that we did it. In a couple of weeks, we're going to put out a video with just Nancy and I sitting here, mm-hmm. and we're going to go through our budget. We're going to go through some maps and show you.
What do we have, like 2 more videos, and then we will do
I think 2 more videos to the Alaska series. And then
so in 3 weeks, 3 more Sundays, we will have that up for you. Mm-hmm. And of course, we already know how much we spent, and poor Ed's trying to recover from that. Bless his heart, because
So when we left, I just will say that. I mean, when we left, the gas was less than $3 a gallon,
yes.
And
$2.60 something.
So by the time we got through with the Florida portion of that, we were in the Everglades paying like $4, mm-hmm. and by the time we got to the Arctic, we were paying $8 a gallon. So our gas budget was just really blown. But once you get, it would have cost us. Just to get home. At the time, the gas prices got so high, people were like, are you just going to turn around and go back home? It's like, no, because it took so much to get there. I calculated up really quick one time. So when the gas got over $6 a gallon, it would have still cost us about $1,500 to $1,800 just to drive home.
Yeah.
So it was actually going to be cheaper on us just to sit it out, wait out the price spike there in Alaska, and it did eventually wind up going back down, but it just blew our budget. We'll talk all about that later. So,
but no regrets, right?
I
mean, we're so thankful that we had the opportunity to do it. We had the funds to do it. We didn't have them with us, but we had them here at home. So,
and we want to do it again. We will not that long, but we'll go back and probably
it might be that long because we want to do the Marine Highway, and
we'll see how it goes there.
Yeah.
She has all these ideas, and I have to make them happen. So I'm a more practical of the two of us in our couple.
True.
There was some people ask about the weather, and because we were at campsites that were you didn't plug into, right? They're just dry campsites for the most part.
But it doesn't matter.
So we had you obviously don't need air conditioning there, and
or a fan.
We used our heater, so
diesel heater.
We have a diesel heater, and if you're interested in that, go back in our playlist, and you'll see I have some videos there about our van and the setup in our van, mm-hmm. and the heaters in our van, and it heats our van and our camper. So we have
and our tent, because we just left the door open to the camper, and it heated that.
So we have a heater that runs on diesel. And like I said, if you're interested in that, just go back in another video and look at that.
It's a must. Oh, somebody did ask, when we make reservations at a campground, do we reserve a tent site? And I believe that's a yes.
So it
Most
depends.
times.
It depends.
Either that or a pop-up.
We typically tell it it's a pop-up, but when I'm out looking at private campgrounds, I try to get a tent site because they're cheaper. And I even tell them, it's like, yeah, I just need a 120 volt plug. And so I know, like when we were in Alamogordo, New Mexico, at the KOA there, they had teardrop type campsites that were considerably cheaper than a full
close to the bathroom and the laundry.
And it just had a single plug where it could just plug in one, and that's all we needed.
Yeah.
So so that's the way we do it.
Like at Fort Wilderness, we get a pop-up site there. It's cheaper, and it's in the loop that we like, the 1500 loop. Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we did. I tell you what, if you go to Alaska, boy, that
not if, go to Alaska.
So like our videos we made were not meant to be a planning guide. We didn't do a how-to. We just showed how we did it.
Right.
And that's pretty much the way we do everything. So
yeah, and it's no right or wrong way. It's just how we
did it. I can say that we probably wouldn't change much with the way we did it.
Well, this next time we will take the Dalton all the way up, and we will take the Dempster all the way up. We will go to the Arctic Ocean twice.
Yeah.
Yes. And the Marine Highway.
It just became the reason why is it was just the cost prohibitive for us.
Yeah. At that time.
So
but we are saving like mad people, and we will do it the next time. We'll go back
again. Yeah. So next time I wouldn't probably do the Key West to the Arctic Circle again. No. But I certainly would go back to Alaska. It was great.
Oh, yeah. Maybe many times.
So
we're
anyway,
in our early 60s.
That's it.
We could do it a few more times.
Hey, that's it. So coming this week, we got another video on Denali. The thing you want to look for is we visited the dog sled area in there. So.
And I was under the impression that you could take a dog sled ride there. And we went ahead and did it down at Seward, and boy, am I glad you did. We did, because you cannot. Cannot. You can go visit the kennels, but you cannot take a ride.
So they use the dog sled
all
winter to patrol the park. So those are working dogs. It's not just for show.
Oh, and go see the films in the visitor center. There are 3 different ones.
Yeah.
And we watched them all, and they're very good.
So I hope you enjoy it. We got Denali, and we got 2 more weeks of Denali, and then we got a video coming out. I've already started working on it of us shooting back home. It's not the Alaskan Highway in depth, but just kind of what our experience was when we got back to there. We spent some time in Idaho and Washington State,
Oregon,
and then as you know, we came back and we did a cruise. We videoed during our cruise, although we didn't. I don't think we did too good of a job at it, but we'll put something together.
It'll give you a taste for it if you've never done it. Yeah.
Taste for our cruise. So that's what's going on with the Hanging with Herky Empire. We got a few weeks here at home. I'm going to be editing videos and getting things ready, because then it's off to Costa Rica.
Well, we got to get the van ready and little dude, because the Runaway Rally is coming up in February. We're hoping we get in. And
so when we get back from Costa Rica in January,
it'll be cold, and we can't do anything to the van or the camper, so we're doing it now.
Oh, I had to fix the air. I know I'm trying to close it out here. We had to fix the air conditioner on the van. What happened was a rock came through the grill and punctured the condenser coil for the.
Yeah, we thought we got off scot-free, but then that happened, and we have 2 cracks in the windshield. The one is starting to travel, so we got to get a whole State Farm.
So we fully expected we'd lose a windshield on this thing. We'll talk about this on the video at the end, but boy, the roads up there are terrible. But anyway, we got that all fixed. We are working diligently, and then in October, the end of October, we head off to Costa Rica, and we finish the year there. I'm going to be doing some videos from Costa Rica. And I will be attending language school there, and we'll make some videos maybe, and you can make fun of this old man speaking Spanish. But
we're doing a bucket list thing, and that is we are going to see the sunrise at one shore of Costa Rica and the sunset on the other side of Costa Rica, all in one day.
Yeah. So
we're pretty excited about that.
We've already worked on the places we're renting, so we'll rent one on one beach. We'll be there in the morning when the sun comes up, and then we'll drive all the way to the Pacific, and we'll see the sun go down. So
that's exciting.
It'll be a fun video.
Yeah.
So.
All right then.
All right,
so,
we got to shut this off.
Yes,
There's so much to say and everything. Hey, keep the comments and keep the questions coming. People are asking us questions, and I need more.
Yes.
For our information video that we're going to be putting.
Well, and some people are asking stuff that's not even about Alaska.
That's fine.
That's okay. It's about us. Yeah,
that's fine.
That's fine.
All righty. We're going to shut this off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Sunday.
Bye now.